out my ride. Binos, so I can spy on people. It's a space heater provided because the heater under the seat here is not enough. The little cord waggling there, that is the charging cord for my onboard camera, which is there. And the camera itself is actually under there. But what this camera does is it allows me to see this. It's right over my hook block, and it really is Luxus because it allows me to really center over the load and bring the loads down pretty much exactly where the person wants. But in a way it's kind of making me soft as a crane operator, kind of taking away the skills I should be honing on depth perception and such. While we're here, this is the top tracing unit, basically anti-collision. The little arrows there will light up telling me what directions I'm allowed to operate in, and if I start to approach a no-fly zone, it will tell me what remaining moves I can still make. Alright, here is the normal onboard computer. The Visu 2 provides my radius, my hook height, and it also provides my tonnage and what maximum percent I'm at. Oh, and wind speed, and now that does work. So if I press test here, my radio to the ground. Here is the left control lever, and that is for the cat and to swing the crane. And this here lights up if I've gone around more than 3 revolutions in one direction, and that tells me I need to unwind. This crane does have a limit on that. This is the brake, swing brake. This tells me I'm at 90% last, and this is at 100%. And this right here is the override, which allows me to pull the cat in. In this case I've got my camera, but in normal cases it would be to change the hook block from the one block to 2 blocks, from basically 2 fault to 4 fault. And then junk drawer, knife, split pin, spoon for my yogurt, cat for my camera. Here's one of my cameras. This one is just a good all-around shooter, the D5200. Here's my lunch in the refrigerator. Keeping it against the window keeps it cool. So I didn't eat all of it today, so I'm saving the rest for tomorrow. Down below I've got snacks. I've got my nut mix, and then behind that are my Swedish fish. I've got some chocolate stashed behind there. Water. This right here is the foot pedal here for the camera, so when I press the foot pedal left or right, it allows me to really zoom in. I mean, that's pretty tight. So tight I can't even see what I'm looking at. But that is the camera function. Very cool. And then here is my climate control, which has 3 settings, and it's alright, but it certainly doesn't get you warm enough without this extra space heater. The vents that always seem to blow cold air, so I tend to keep them closed. Here are for the windshield wipers. Left and right side, and then that's the front one, and then actually this one is for overhead because this has a sunroof here. It's probably not real easy to see, but and then here we have blinds, which are brilliant. No taping up newspapers on all the sides here. And then the windows are cool because they actually slide open from both sides. Now, unlike the Liebherrs, which the front window kips open, these have the option for right or left sliding, which is alright too. Say air and here. Now here is the right to control lever. This is actually for the hook block to raise and lower the last, gosh, I don't even know what that is in English now. The weight, last, and also left and right would be if you were on rails. So, a little closer look here. Emergency stop. Oh, let's move this. This is actually a piece of one of my Liebherr models. I just always have my little toys up here. Emergency stop button here. So if I were to press that, pretty much does what it says. This just indicates whether I've got power on or not. This is for the lubrication system on the slimming ring. If it goes down, then that indicates that I need to refill. Here is very important at the end of shift. That is my wind free. I press this little button here. This will put the crane into wind free mode, which allows it to slew freely in the wind, with the wind, so kind of weather vaning mode. Cell phone, other junk stuff, remote control for the camera. Towel to always wipe off the steam that seems to get in here on really cold days. I'm kind of stepping back here. My back door here, which gives me a view of my deck and partly of my counter jib. Way out there is my hoist motor. So I can actually see it from here. And actually, you can see just how windy it is today by how much my crane is swaying. You can hear it too. We've been almost at weather warning, which here is 14 meters per second, or 50 kilometers per hour. So, but yeah, that's the view I get out my back door. This also has a blind on it that I can pull down, which comes in handy when I really want to make it dark in here. And up here is my overhead compartment, more lube roll, paper towels, my helmet and gloves. And then here in the other overhead compartment, I've got an assortment of stuff, mostly for my camera, extra toilet stuff if I need it. But it's generous overhead space, just hard to reach if you need it. So this is the overhead look. And this is where the magic happens in this chair.